Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the new Zodiac read. This is going to be for Pisces. Welcome to Eileen into Spirit. So this is going to be for Pisces for the month of February. For those of you that are new, my name is Eileen. I'm a spiritual advisor, intuitive coach. Welcome to Eileen into Spirit. I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. We truly appreciate every single one of you. We ask that you please give us a subscribe. We would love to have you be a part of the Spirit fam. Drop us a like. It truly does help our content. Provide us with a comment should you desire, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I release new content. Without further ado, let's get into the Pisces message. All right, my beautiful Pisces, this is going to be a general message for all of the Pisces out in the collective. Because this is a general message, please note that it will not resonate with every single Pisces out there. So I ask that you take with you what you want and leave the rest behind. Also know that I take jumpers from the pack. I do not like to choose my own cards. And we are going to start off with an oracle card or oracle cards. Lately, we've been getting a lot of oracle cards. So, angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information do you have for all of my Pisces out in the collective this month? What information do you have for my beautiful Pisces out in the collective this month? What information would you like for them to know this month? What information do you have for my Pisces out in the collective this month that you would like for them to know? What information do you have for my Pisces out in the collective this month? What information do you have for my Pisces out in the collective this month? Well, it appears, my beautiful Pisces, that you only need one message, whereas everyone else needed more than one. Do we have any more, Spirit? Okay, thank you. Anything else? Do we have anything else for my beautiful Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. We are starting off with fork in the road. Beautiful. So far, everyone has sort of been on the same path, and I'm loving this. Okay. So Pisces, here we go. We start off with fork in the road. So this is where we are starting off our venture, okay? So this tells me where you currently are. So where you currently are is a fork in the road. So you're basically being presented with a choice, a path, right? This is a 13. This card is a 13. So it vibrates at a 4 when you reduce it, which is about foundation, stability, and security, okay? So if you're new to my channel, know that I look at numbers because it does provide me with additional insight into the cards, okay? This fork in the road, what I love about it is that, and this is where you are, which tells me, Pisces, that you are being presented with a choice. You get to choose one way or the other. And it's really going to be very important to ask yourself, where am I now? Where am I? Are you happy? Are you satisfied with where you are, right? I'm kind of getting the feeling that you're very unsatisfied with where you are currently right now, because right after the fork in the road, I have happy, which tells me that you're wanting something a little bit happier, a little bit more vibrant. You're wanting clearer skies. You're wanting clarity, quite honestly. And you're wanting something different. What I love about this fork in the road is that on this llama's back, you will notice that he has an owl, okay? This owl truly represents your own inner guidance and your own inner intuition. And it is that inner guidance that is going to lead you in the right direction. Spirit doesn't care which direction you take. We have multiple opportunities of multiple different ways of getting to where we want to go. All roads lead to Rome is the one thing that I keep hearing. But if you're wanting to learn things at a much deeper level, if you're wanting to find that true inner happiness, right? This happy, which is where you're moving to, is you really need to identify which choice. because I really feel like you're really stuck. You feel like you're just stuck in a rut. You're stuck in a road. You're wanting a new beginning. You're wanting a new life. Because after that, we have regeneration, okay? And this regeneration is where it appears as if everything is dying, right? Because you have sort of like lava and fire that is at the roots of this tree, but there's new life, there's new beginning that's rooting, right? So this really brings to my awareness the the death and the rebirth, right? Also the dark night of the soul. I will tell you that I've already done all of the air signs, and I've already done some of the water signs. You're the last water sign for today. And every single one of them has brought up this thing about the dark night of the soul. And I really feel that a lot of people in the collective are going to be going through that this coming year and are going to be experiencing that. So this regeneration is a 46, okay, which reduces to a 10, which is about a 1, which is about a new beginning, a new life, okay? And what I love about this regeneration card is that the lava and the death is occurring at the roots, which means that that which must leave us, that which is no longer serving us, must die, right? And the parts of us that die allow space for the newer parts of us to be reborn, okay? So let's go right into the tarot and see what additional information the tarot can offer us based off of our fork in the road, our happy, and the regeneration. Angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what information do you have for my Pisces out in the collective this month? All right, so we are starting off with the 6 of Swords, okay? So this is really telling me where you are. And it's very much signifies that whole fork in the road that we were talking about, right? You know, that fork in the road is really about you needing to make a choice. You're needing to decide, you know, which path you're going to want to take. And I really feel that, you know, if you feel, because I really feel like Pisces tend to overanalyze. They tend to be way in their emotions, very confused about which path to take. And recognize that it's okay to ask for help if you need it, right? Like sometimes you just need outside help. And for those of you that are new, know that I like to have all of my cards out in front of me before I start going into the message. It is just how I read. I have tried to read each card individually as it comes out, and the messages that I end up getting are just not, yeah, I get so much more information when I just have it all out in front of me. Okay, 2 more. Okay, 3 more. Thank you. What goes where? Okay. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So, as you know, I like numbers. So I like to look at the numbers so that I can see any other additional information that I'm getting. So we do have 2 2s. We have 2 1s, 2 7s, 1 2 1, and 2 6s. You guys got a lot of messages. All right, here we go. So we are going to start off. So we are starting off this journey. And this tells me where you are. So right now you are at the 6 of Swords, okay, which is very much in alignment, okay, with the fork in the road, okay, that we got earlier. The 6 of Swords really talks about you moving in a new direction, okay? So I really feel that this fork in the road is really your opportunity to move in a new direction, right? What I love about the Six of Swords is that Spirit intervenes, right? And so here's what I want to say about your fork in the road. You know, when I mentioned the fork in the road earlier, I mentioned that the llama here in this image had an owl. An owl truly represents your intuition and represents spirit. A Six of Swords really talks about asking for help if you need it. So what I really feel Spirit is really trying to tell you here, Pisces, is that if you need guidance, if you need assistance, you need to ask for assistance. You know, the angels always tell me that they do not intervene on people's free will. Everyone has free will. And if they want the guidance, if they want the help, if they want the assistance, they have to learn to ask for it. I really feel this is where Pisces struggles, because Pisces really struggles with learning to ask for help should they need it, because they sort of feel like they should be capable of handling everything on their own. But what Spirit is really trying to tell you here, Pisces, is that sometimes you need the help. And when you need the help, you need to learn to ask for help. This Six of Swords really speaks about Spirit intervening, assisting this woman here that is on this ship and that's moving her in a new direction. It's moving her towards calmer shores, which is something different, right? You're wanting this new life. You're wanting this new beginning. That's very much proof. You're wanting to be happier and happier, and you're wanting this new life with the regeneration card. So in order for you to move in a new direction, sometimes that means you're going to have to ask for outside help. Sometimes you're not capable of handling everything on your own. And I think that's the big message here. Okay. We then move into the Seven of Cups. Okay. And again, the Seven of Cups really speaks about the fork in the road. It's about making a choice, okay? And I feel a lot of times Pisces struggle with choosing because they're so afraid of making the wrong choice, okay? They're so afraid that if they choose something and then it's wrong, they feel like, well, damn, I got to do it all over again. And that's not the case, right? This Seven of Cups here, you can sort of see the clouds that are sort of in between. That is your confusion. That is your indecision that is preventing you from making a solid choice, right? And again, this is about you needing to ask for help. Your intuition will be able to guide you into making the right choice, into choosing which one of the cups, right? Which one of the cups is your best one. And I think for Pisces, because they're so used to just doing everything on their own and not asking for help, that really sort of clutters their mind to where they're very indecisive about what it is that they need to do next, which is why they kind of feel like they're stuck in the middle of a road and they have nowhere to go, right? And I feel a lot of times you wait for people to tell you, but then again, you second guess what people tell you. So ultimately you have to decide, you have to choose. Are you going to choose what other people tell you to do? Or are you going to choose what's best for you using your intuition? Okay. That's what the Seven of Cups talks about. Then we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So this Nine of Wands really talks about your perceived limitations. So you really have to ask yourself, if you're wanting this new beginning, if you're wanting to be happy, why are you getting in your way? Because this Nine of Wands really speaks about you limiting yourself. You have this perceived idea that if you move beyond your boundary, or if you move beyond what you've built for yourself, that you're sort of sabotaging yourself, that you're not going to have that. It's almost as if you have this mentality that nothing gets better than what I currently have, but you're not happy. And if you have this perceived idea that nothing is better than what you have, then how can you expect change? How can you expect to find this happy that you're searching for, right? So with this Nine of Wands, you need to step outside of your own boundary. You need to step outside of the box. You need to get out of your comfort zone to really be able to build a new life for yourself and move in the direction that you sort of feel that you're being called to go to, right? We then move into the Magician, and the Magician here is reversed, okay, which again brings up to me the whole Six of Swords, because it's right underneath the Six of Swords. Again, it's about not asking for help. The Magician in his upright position really speaks about someone who owns their power, who knows how powerful they are, and they utilize all of the resources around them to create magic in his reality, right? When you have a magician that's upside down, it really tells me that this is someone who is very indecisive, doesn't know how to utilize the resources because they don't know how to make the right choice, right? They're so afraid about being perfect all of the time that they're afraid that if they make the wrong choice, they're not going to get the result that they want. And a magician doesn't care about it being perfect. A magician cares about utilizing his power and his magic to create something out of thin air. And he utilizes the resources around him, okay? So my advice to you here is that if you're wanting this new beginning, you've got to step outside of your comfort zone and do things that you've never done before. You've got to take a risk because you never know what you're going to learn, what you're going to experience, or what you're going to get when you do that, okay? So now we move into the heart of the reading, which is the overall message. And I use that with the middle card and the bottom of the deck energy, okay? And what I have for you, this is where we have the 2 twos. Okay. 2s usually represent duality. Okay. It also represents balance to me. Okay. So you have Judgment in reversed, and you also have the 2 of Wands. Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you that I'm getting from the 2 twos. Okay. What this is really telling me, Pisces, is that with your Judgment, you don't have enough confidence in yourself, and you lack the confidence in order to really help you make the choices that you need to make in order to be in balance, okay? When you have Judgment, Judgment is really about you choosing your higher self, you choosing that which feels great to you, that which you love. And you choose it every single time because you know that is what is going to bring you your happiest element and your happiest amount of bliss, okay? That is called being in alignment with your true higher self, okay? The 2 of Wands really speaks about you recognizing who you are, right? And you're planning for your future. You're planning for the things that you're wanting to bring into fruition. You're planning for that new adventure, right? You're wanting that new adventure, but you're not utilizing your resources here with the Magician in order for you, which is why everything feels so out of whack for you with the Judgment card, right? You want this new adventure. You have that yearning for that new adventure, and you're wanting to move in that new direction, but you're not trusting yourself enough. And I think part of it is because you're so afraid of what it's going to look like. Because there's just so much of the unknown into it that you're so afraid to just jump, right? So now that we've seen the heart of the reading, we're now going to move into the steps that are leading to your outcome for this month, okay? We now have the Ace of Swords, okay? With this Ace of Swords, this brings in clarity, and I'm talking like divine clarity from spirit, okay? This is you venturing inward, venturing deep within your depths for that clear, crisp, precise message that is going to give you that reassurance that you need that you're making the right choice, okay? Now, after the Ace of Swords, we get the Lovers, okay? Now, the Lovers really speaks about a divine contracted love, okay? But what I'm really getting here, and this is what I'm really focusing in on, is that right here in the middle of this image, okay, there is a Merkaba in between these two people, okay? This Merkaba is your light body. It is representative of you knowing exactly who you are, knowing that this outer suit that you carry is not really truly who you are, okay? What this Lovers card is really signifying to me for you, Pisces, is that you need to fall in love with who you are at the core. You need to love yourself completely and utterly. And you need to trust your inner guidance and your true essence more than you have been. Because you need to recognize that you are a divine being. You are divinely gifted, and you have this great capacity to be this happy. You have this great capacity. But you're stuck. You feel like you're not able to move, okay? We then move into the Seven of Swords, okay? Now, this Seven of Swords really speaks about deception, okay? It is underneath the Judgment and the Seven of Cups, okay? And this is what I meant when I said that with the Judgment, it's like you don't have enough confidence in yourself, right? Because of the Seven of Cups, right? So because you don't have enough confidence in yourself, you're afraid that you're going to make a wrong choice, right? So you deceive yourself every single time. You choose this shadow aspect of yourself every single time because you know that it's going to prove you right every single time. And I really feel that with Pisces, you have this tendency to want to be right no matter what, okay? And with this Seven of Swords, what this is really telling me is that you're trying to get away with being deceptive to yourself. You're self-sabotaging yourself every single time. Because you have this idea, you have this you intend goodwill, you intend to change, you intend to make a difference, but because you don't have enough confidence in yourself, you sabotage yourself every single time. You try to get away with it. You try to, and you tell yourself, well, I'll do better next time, right? My advice to you with this Seven of Swords is that you need to really tune into your emotions. A Pisces is very emotional, sometimes to their own detriment. Sometimes they don't realize how much they let their emotions take control of them. And you have to create balance, okay? Because with the Judgment, it really is about balance. It's about balancing that which you're desiring and what your own spirit is trying to tell you, right? You need to really recognize that when you can learn to be truthful and intentional with what it is you're desiring, you will be able to create magic, okay? Now, our outcome, we got two cards for our outcome. The first one is the Fool and the Page of Wands, okay? Now, here's what the Fool tells me, okay? When I'm looking at my layout, the Fool, which being our outcome, we start at the Six of Swords, right? Which we started with the Fork in the Road and the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords was you moving in a new direction, right? Then when we look diagonally, I have Judgment, which is about you not really being confident in choosing your higher self, okay? With the Fool, right? It's about a new life. Ultimately, you want a new life. You want to be happy. You want to bring stability to your life. You want to bring new change, a new beginning, right? The Fool is all about a new beginning. The Fool is all about trusting the divine, knowing that even though they don't know what they're in store, like what's ahead of them, they're going to learn, they're going to grow, they're going to expand, and they're going to enter into this new beginning with a new outlook on life. Yes, they're young, and this is going to be a new journey that is going to sort of set you apart. from what you've always known, but it's going to bring you into this Page of Wands, which is new insight, new information, new inspiration. You're going to feel so exhilarated once you get on this adventure and this journey, because it's going to bring you to those brilliant ahas where you're going to feel so enlightened. And what's going to happen, you're going to feel so inspired and so motivated, and you're going to want to continue on that journey until eventually you get to this new life that you're seeking. So that is what the Tarot has for us. I want to draw an additional oracle card just to get some additional insight, to see what Spirit has to say. So what additional information do you have for my Pisces out in the collective this month, angels? What additional information do you have for my beautiful Pisces this month? What additional information do you have for my beautiful Pisces this month? What additional information, do you have for my beautiful Pisces this month? What additional information do you have for my beautiful Pisces this month? What additional information do you have for my beautiful Pisces this month? What additional information do you have for my beautiful Pisces this month? Okay. What additional information do you have for my beautiful Pisces this month? Okay. Yes. Okay. I love this. Okay. First card we got is inner core. Okay. Solidity. Okay. Now, what I'm getting for you from this, my beautiful Pisces, is that you need to be willing to do the inner work. You got to look deep within to find that inner peace that you've been searching for. Again, it's about your true divine essence. You really asking for help, stepping outside of your comfort zone. Be willing to look deep within and seek out the assistance from other people, from, that know a little bit more than you. Like, because back behind here, and I'm not quite sure if you can see this, there is the wheel, the astrology wheel, right? Your true solid foundation of who you are is at the core. It is deep within your inner core of who you are, right? And that is what is going to help you build this new beginning that you're wanting or that you're desiring. And what this means is that, I love how in here you can see all of these hands, right? So this is other people coming together to assist one another to build a better foundation, right? This is you really, they're really asking you to ask for the help, whether you ask for the help from, coaches or, spiritualists, gurus, whatever, to really help you transform your life and to become, to truly understand yourself at the core. And then we have bravery, which is oceans. Now, I love this, and I'm not surprised that this card came out, because oceans, I really identify Pisces as being like the one that is the most overly emotional. And I love this because notice how she's balancing on the earth, right? Okay, so an earth is something that is very solid. It's sort of like a solid foundation, right? And she's using it to balance, right? So she's using it between grounding and the emotions, right? So this is where you need to learn to be brave. And a lot of times the bravery comes from looking deep within ourselves. And it's really going to be about you exploring your emotions, you creating balance within your emotions to truly help you build that solid foundation that you're really looking for, to allow you to regenerate into a newer way of being and a newer life. So that is the message I have for you, my beautiful Pisces. I thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time for your next monthly message. Namaste, guys.